It'll be just a minute.
Okay.
There's like a slight delay too once it does go live. So once it gets on, it says done redirecting. Is loading. So we'll just once it gets on, it says done redirecting. Okay, and we are live.
Awesome. Welcome to our very first Carolina's Arthritis Foundation Lunch and Learn. You guys will have to bear with us a little bit because this is the very first time we've ever done something like this. So my name is Stephanie Blazek. I'm your Community Engagement Director. And this week we'll be talking about the Live Yes Arthritis Network and all of the ways you can connect to others with arthritis when you're both in and out of quarantine. With everything going on in our world and in our communities, the volunteers and staff at the Arthritis Foundation want you to know that we're here for you 24/7. Today, we'll be talking about a few ways we're still making that possible, even being in quarantine. We'll be taking questions, but please know that if you think of something later or you need assistance, you can talk to anyone at your local office. We're all, still working virtually. So give us a call, shoot us an email. You can also talk to one of our committed volunteers, or the Arthritis Foundation has a 24/7 helpline staffed with licensed social workers that are here to support all of us. If you have a pen and paper, I'd encourage you to write this down. The number is 1-844-571-HELP, and HELP is 4357. So that's 1-844-571-4357. In the meantime, if you're here with us while we're live, please feel free to drop questions below. And the Arthritis Foundation staff and our lovely network leader, Natalie, will do their best to get an answer to each question at the end of this. Actually, Erica Bowles is joining us as well, so she's going to help us moderate and field some questions. So thank you, Erica. Now I'd like to officially introduce our subject matter expert and our network leader from South Carolina, Natalie.
Hey, thank you, Stephanie. And as you said, I am Natalie Heydrich, and I'm happy to be here. So thank you for having me. I'm one of the 3 network leaders for the Carolinas, and my role is to connect people and help grow our arthritis network in a number of different ways. And I became involved with the Arthritis Foundation just after about 20 years of having rheumatoid arthritis and feeling like I had exhausted all of my known resources to get more information. I decided it would be better for me to connect with people in my community and start to share my story and learn from other people.
I love that. Yeah, thank you for joining us, and thank you for all of your hard work as a network leader and guiding the ranks of facilitators that are leading our Connect groups that we'll talk about in a little bit. But to kind of get us started, can you tell everybody what is the Live Yes Arthritis Network?
Sure. So the Live Yes Arthritis Network, if you haven't heard about it, it's created by the Arthritis Foundation, and it's really an organized and structured way of doing what we already do best, which is making connections and helping to guide people in a more precise and uniform way, to the resources that people need to help them find them when they need them.
I love that. So I've heard, working for the foundation, that the Live Yes Arthritis Network being called like a house. Can you explain kind of what that means?
Yeah, sure. So we like to think of the Arthritis Foundation and the network as like a foundation party house. And we want you to come visit and we want you to have fun. So as a committed volunteer, it's my job to give everyone a tour of the many rooms and to help people feel comfortable in the rooms that they feel most comfortable in. So the house has rooms like the Walk to Cure Arthritis, the online community room, the Connect group is another type of room, the Insights Assessment, JA days and camps, and advocacy, and then all of the other opportunities that Arthritis Foundation provides for us to connect with one another. So a good way to say it is mi casa es su casa.
So why then is the network so important? I understand it's a house, and I understand, that there's a bunch of different components or rooms of the house.
Right.
So how do we know if the Live Yes Arthritis Network is making an impact on our community?
So it's like any house, you have to have a really strong foundation. And so the Arthritis Foundation built this house on this strong foundation of information that many people are able to provide through something called the Insights Assessment or the Patient Reported Outcomes Assessment. So what that is it's an assessment that impacts three key areas of patient-reported outcomes. Our goal within the Arthritis Foundation is for people with arthritis to experience things like improved physical health, improved emotional and social health, and also help to provide a better experience of care. So the foundation is always working to gather more information, and the more people that participate in this insights, the better the decisions the foundation can make about where to put resources to help us all. So for instance, if most people are really struggling with pain, then that's where the foundation will concentrate their efforts. Or if people are struggling with things like social and emotional health, then we need more connect groups and ways for people to connect. So the link to the assessment, which is insights.arthritis.org, it'll be provided in the comments. And we would really like it if at least 100 people a month from the Carolinas could participate. It only takes about 10 minutes, and you would be part of helping to shape the future and support the people with arthritis receive. So we're helping to develop the content for the people with arthritis that they need more information.
I love that we have a foundation built on information given to us directly from our community and from our patients.
Right.
I heard you touch on social and emotional health.
Right.
And providing online communities and in-person connect groups. But what does that mean for us locally? And how do we get more information and how to get plugged into those?
So to get more information for locally, what you want to do is to sign up for a Live Yes Arthritis Network. And so if you haven't participated in anything from the Arthritis Foundation within the last 2 years, or if you have, then you're already a member. All you have to do is use your email that you use to sign up with something from the Arthritis Foundation and that password. And there's no fee to join. But if you're really brand new to the Arthritis Foundation and really want to check all this out, you need to sign up for the Live Yes Arthritis Network by going to the link arthritis.org/Live Yes. Again, that's arthritis.org/Live Yes. And then once you complete that step, you become a joined member of the network. And then you can start checking out everything that we have to offer in the online community.
So what is the online community then?
So the online community connects us 24/7, Stephanie, with those who understand what it's like to have arthritis. The online community offers visitors the ability to browse or participate on many discussion forum topics such as sharing and coping strategies and ways we can help to prevent a flare-up or to even deal with a flare-up. Visitors can chat and befriend others. They can locate community events that are happening nearby. The Live Yes community gives visitors the opportunity to start new friendships, to ask questions, and even get advice from from people like disease experts from all over the country, not just right in your backyard. And it helps to share what's interesting to you and what's on your mind.
I love that. So I know the online community is amazing right now, especially with all this social distancing. But I know that you and all of our facilitators and many members are involved with the Connect groups. So can you explain a little bit about what a Connect group is and how it's different from the online community?
Yeah, sure. So Connect groups are really groups of local participants. They're peer-led support groups that help us provide connections, help us get education, and help us to feel empowered. And especially for those living with arthritis or for those that help support people living with arthritis. Volunteer facilitators from all over the state have come forward to host these groups and have trained to provide in-person local connections and friendships with others who need the support with their arthritis or have support to offer others. It's a newer program that the Arthritis Foundation offers. So right now we have about 12 facilitators in the Carolinas, and we're looking every day for new facilitators and or co-facilitators, or just for people that want to come out and attend these groups and have some fun. You can find a group once you have joined the network if you visit connectgroups.arthritis.org. Again, that's connectgroups.arthritis.org. This link is also now in the comments, and there is no commitment once you become a member of a Connect group. This just ensures that you are getting the communication when the group is coming up and what the group is scheduled to do. I know what you're thinking. With social distancing, I won't be attending these Connect groups. I have arthritis, so I'm already at higher risk, but don't worry, Stephanie. For now, all of our Connect groups are being held virtually over Zoom, so you can still connect and it's safe. And plus, you can attend in your jammies, bring a snack or a glass or two of wine. It sounds fun to me, and it's been really helpful to be able to communicate with people online and just have a communication and be in touch.
Awesome. Yeah, I got the chance to join all of the groups. It's so easy now. Before, because I live in the Triangle area and have arthritis. If I wanted to join a group, I would pick the one closest to me. And now, because we're temporarily virtual, I can kind of shop around the Connect groups to figure out which one I really want to attend and what kind of activities they do and what groups like I can connect with and mesh with the best. So I hope everybody takes the opportunity to do that. So we've talked about the online community, we've talked about the insight survey, we've talked about Connect groups, but I know you mentioned that there's a bunch of other rooms or other parts of the network. Can you talk about those a little bit and why they're part of the network?
Sure. So the whole week, this week, we're talking about the ground floor of the network. But remember that the network is any Arthritis Foundation activity that connects people. And that's really the whole goal, is to make sure people are connected. And so these connections would not even exist without the events that fund them. Luckily, these events are fun and also give people the opportunity to connect. So they are part of the network as well. I'm sure many of you have participated or even heard of the Walk to Cure Arthritis in the spring, or the Jingle Bell Run, which is usually held in the winter. But sometimes there's events called the Bone Bash Gala, which can be held in the fall. And we will be having one coming to Charlotte this year. And right now, though, it's springtime, so it's walk season. And while we're not able to host these walks in person, I would encourage everyone to still participate in the virtual walk. It's nationwide, and you still get to connect virtually, both locally and nationally, with others. Did you know that participating or watching this Lunch and Learn, already visiting one of our virtual walk tents? You're here, so you might as well register. Again, you can find the link in the comments to make it official and to participate in our virtual walk.
Love that. We don't have to give up all of the things we love about our walk just because we have to do it virtually. So This is the first of the walk tents, talking about our network and our, warrior experience. Will be going on all week, but in weeks to come, we'll have other tents like fitness and nutrition. We'll talk about advocacy and other fun things. So I really hope that everybody gets to kind of log in and check some of those out and really feel like they're part of our walk family. I know Natalie and I could probably talk about the Live Yes Arthritis Network all day because we have so many rooms. But it's better if we get a chance to talk, to our families one-on-one. So you can see all of the rooms listed on arthritis.org. If you want more information on any of the rooms, or if something that we talked about today kind of struck you, and you just want to hear more about how to get involved, how to participate, how to volunteer, please let one of our staff members or one of our committed volunteers know. And let's see if you want to talk about things like advocacy, which I know we didn't cover today, we'll cover in a couple of weeks. JA days, camps, any of our conferences, or any of the ways that you can connect, to our families. Please drop your questions in the comments. You can send us a private message. You can send us an email to the local office. Actually, you probably want to use Charlotte, NC, North Carolina, at arthritis.org. And that goes to just kind of our general pot, and someone in our office will, of course, answer you. But Natalie, I just to kind of close this out, can you tell us your number one reason for getting involved in the network, and how people can connect with you or other network leaders if they want to be involved with connect groups?
Yeah, sure. So great question. And I think for me, the biggest reason to get involved was just to connect with other people and to share resources and make sure that people knew where to find the resources that met their needs. And I think the best way to find us is to go on to the Arthritis Foundation and look for the Greenville chapter. That's a great way to get a hold of me specifically.
Awesome. So she's in South Carolina. We also have two network leaders in North Carolina. Melita Quick, which you guys will hear from on Thursday for our Carolina coffee break. And she's in the Triangle area. So if you want to be involved in any way in connect groups in the Triangle, whether it be just attending and getting more information or becoming a facilitator or co-facilitator, which we really need, please, reach out to us and we'll get you guys in touch with her. Or Stephanie Porter, who is in the Charlotte area. We kind of split the state. And, she's more than willing to help you in the same way. So we have adult groups, we have OA specific groups, we have JA parent groups. So there's lots and lots of opportunity. So I think that's about it for today. I'd love to, answer any questions if you guys want to drop them in the comments. But for right now, Natalie, thank you so much for joining us and answering all of these questions. Did you want to say anything before we log off here?
Just say thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Awesome. Well, you guys have a great day. Please check out and like and follow our Facebook so you can see these different lunch and learns every week. Our Carolina coffee breaks on Thursdays, answer the questions that we have kind of posted to create some conversation around arthritis on Mondays and Fridays. And then on Wednesdays, you'll hear from some of our warriors. So I just wanted to go ahead and say thank you to everyone participating in those in the weeks to come. And if you do two things today, the first would be log on to arthritis.org and join the network so you can see, when the connect groups are. You can participate in those online community forums. And the second thing would be, please go on and register for a virtual walk. There's going to be lots and lots of fun ways to connect for people who are involved in that. And so I know we're meeting nationally. It's going to be one big walk but you still, when you're registering, you register for your local walk to get more information. So if you have any questions, pop them in the comments at any time, and we're going to be kind of monitoring that and answering them as they come in. Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Bye.